Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good to see everybody here. God bless. Texas Brett, number one. Yes, yes. All right. PG, number two. No, I'm kidding. SL, you're number two. Yes. Lori, number three. And Angel, number four. God bless. God bless. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Sorry, y'all. Had to get me a cold one. Right? Had to get a cold one. I'm sure Day Day's got those ears propped open and oh, I better clip this. I better clip where she said she got a cold one. Yeah. Okay, you clip that. That's what I say. Hey Crystal, how you doing tonight? Hello PG and Summer's Army. Hope everyone is well and we won't stop searching for our summer moon heart. Amen. God bless. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Absolutely. Hey, PG, Purple Heart. I'm trying to get down through here, you guys. I'm trying to move. Miss Justice, how you doing? Sue, how you doing? Deputy Sheriff, good to see you in here. Looks like Ronnie stole my robe. Yeah. Ain't that the truth? That is funny. Absolutely. Our bucket list says, Hoes, how you doing, sweetie? Bootsy777, how you doing? God bless. Karen, good to see you, hun. Oh, that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Summer, we love you. Amen. Amen. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let me get back. Hey, Robin, how you doing, sweetie? I love your avatar. I really do. I love Trump. Prayers for Summer, her brothers, and Michael. Amen. Amen. Absolutely. I've been wondering about the little girl in Kentucky. I think her name's Chloe. Chloe. Um, I've been wondering how that case is going right now. Um, I wonder, I'm wondering about the findings. Exactly, what the monsters had done is horrible. It's horrible what these people do to these innocent children. Hey Pamela, how you doing, hon? Hey, PG. Hey to you, girl. Miss Foxy, good to see you. Hey, Carrie, it's good to see you, girl. God bless. God bless. Robin. Let me get on down through here. The legendary, there you are. Hey Jam, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Oh, I can't pass up the beautiful Summer's Army Strong. Beautiful prayer hands and purple hearts for Summer. I can't pass it up. I got somebody here. Oh, if it ain't Daddy Dawn. Did you guys see Daddy Dawn? Wow. More like Flash Gordon. All right. Oh, shit. I was here, but now I'm gone. All right. Oh, shit. Hey, love Scorpio. How you doing tonight, sweetie? Tropicana Banana. Beth Ann. The other Sharon. Hey, Susan. Ruby Rainmaker. Florida Girl. It's good to see all you guys in here. Oh, Lord. Boy, he got gone quick, right? that was fast. Hey, Andrew, how you doing? Oh, God. JPL, how you doing tonight, sweetie? Aw, blue-eyed dumplings, good to see you. Hey, butterfly kisses. Hey, common sense. Pamela Tate. Oh, that is so sweet. God bless. God bless. Raised in the boondocks. I appreciate that. That is beautiful. I appreciate that. God bless. Yes, yes, it is. It's good to see Summer's Army. Amen. Absolutely. Oh, that's beautiful. Ruby Rainmaker, that is absolutely beautiful. Yeah. And Love a Scorpio, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry there is. For real. Um, it's horrible when children ain't safe in the hands of those that, that God gave them to be safe in. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Once upon a time, you had to worry about everybody else. Now you have to worry about the very people you're in the custody of. That's unbelievable. Hey, common sense, how you doing, sweetie? God bless. God bless. Good to see you. Butterfly kisses. How you doing? And I'm at the bottom. Yes, yes. Hey, good to see you. Good to see you, Pearls. Good to see you in here tonight, my brother. God bless. Much, much love. I am B. Good to see you, hon. Brenda. Susan. All right. I finally made it to the bottom. Finally made it to the bottom. You guys are so sweet. Texas Brats and Angel P. Good to see you, sweetie. Amen. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, that's so beautiful. I feel for the children, but summer has stolen my heart. My heart aches for her to be found. Amen. I think we all share that with you. Every last one of us. Every last one of us are devastated over all of this, and we all all of us have the same goal, and that's to get this baby found, bring her home, and get justice for her, and hopefully, um, along with God Almighty, law enforcement, and all of Summer's Army, we can get that done. Let us keep praying. Summer's Army, you are all beautiful people. Amen. Amen. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Daddy Don. Daddy Don. Come on, Daddy Don. You hear that? Ah, ah. Come on, scream for us. Oh, you're brushing, dude. You are brushing. And not blushing, but brushing. Oh shit. Oh, there you go. There you go. Oh, that is so sweet, Brenda. Happy Thanksgiving, sissy. Love you, lady. And God bless. God bless. I appreciate your support for Summer's channel. Absolutely. God bless. Yeah. Um, let me do tell YouTube streets today. You know, over here it's a do tell, right? And I do tell. Anyway, yeah. I guess um a certain creator, you know, days, um, wants to really pucker up for another creator, Benny, but she's having a problem puckering up for Benny. I like she's loving him from a distance because why? Because a different creator, white boy. All right. So like, you know, um, she's afraid to offend white boy if she's puckering up to Benny. So she's trying to pucker up from a distance. Right? Yeah. So that is definitely going on. That's a do tell. And then Benny's trying to pucker up. Well, he has actually been puckered up for a long time with the whales. Um, I don't know what happened to, the only thing I regret, was not grabbing Beep and taking care of Donald when I had the chance. That's what Benny said, right? That's what Benny said. He threatened. He actually threatened Donald. Okay, that's good, Benny. But what's up now? Which I mean, like, it seems like the only thing you're grabbing right now is your lips to pucker them up and, you know, do the smoochy smoochy. Um, so yeah, and he's going after who? Oh, Andrew. Why? Because H has been coming out speaking on Andrew's channel. And what's the problem with that? Don and Candus are shaking in their shoes that, H is going to actually expose them for everything they truly are. And, yeah. So that's pretty much what's going on. And then you got Day joining in, right? Oh, that Andrew, he ain't worth nothing. I mean, you just talk about him and it just caused things to be worse. Okay. Uh, Whatever. Thank you, whoever gave Day, the $100 to go out and eat, you know, another big giant spaghetti dinner with all the trimmings, right? I mean, she's dipping her garlic toast, her little garlic toast in there, double dipping, right? She's double dipping, which is ew, right? And like, there's no double dipping, but she's double dipping. Her little garlic sticks. I thought, I thought she's about to lose a finger, right? Yeah, she's got a video and shit, showing where she's, double dipping her garlic sticks in this big giant nothing but, you know, spaghetti, meatballs, cheese, all the stuff, right? And then a full large pizza sitting on top of some kind of thing spinning around, and like she couldn't get rid of it fast enough. Two slices. Actually, you could tell she had a slice down before the video even started. And I'm like, how can you have that slice of pizza already gone on your plate and a whole pizza going spinning around? So that tells me you got two pizzas. You're hiding a pizza on that table somewhere, because there's no way you could have done wolf down a slice of pizza and that pizza right there you're showing is still spinning around whole, right? So You actually got two pizzas. You got all of that spaghetti in that bowl. You're supposed to be on keto, right? It seems like no, it ain't keto. It's more like Fritos and potato chips and everything else. Whatever crosses your path that can actually be consumed. But yeah, and I bet you 10 to 1. She got another giant funnel cake, right? Full of strawberries, ice cream, whipped topping, cherry on top. Of course, absolutely. But hey, from PG, I want to tell you, I appreciate. Hey, Pam, come back. I didn't see you. I couldn't see you for the content. But yeah, um, absolutely, absolutely. Um, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. She made sure she had, you know, all the trimmings, and I just wanted to say, hey, we really appreciate you supplying the $100 to buy all of that over there, whoever it was. Um, no better way, no better way, you know. All I got to say is keep eating, Day Day. Keep eating, right? Keep eating. I mean, I think that's like, yeah, good thing, good thing. Keep it up. Hey, Pam, can you hear me?
Yep.
What's up, girl? What's up?
Hey, I got a thing, and it's for all the chat. I'm sure everybody's seen it. You know that picture you brought out of the
Yeah.
boys
Mm-hmm.
and Summer in the corner?
Right.
Did you look at the date of that? That was dated for June. She downloaded that on her Facebook, which she deleted it. But Candus downloaded that on June 15th at 6:06 p.m. How is Summer still in the picture?
No, I know the picture you're talking. You're talking about the one she uploaded around 6 o'clock that day.
Don B had it on today.
Yeah, that was an old picture. That wasn't a picture from that day. That was an old picture. Why she tried to do that, I don't understand. Why she tried to do that, I don't know. I don't understand it. So, you know, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Um, some
I was
people
just wondering because
some people actually believe that she did that. She did that trying to, throw off law enforcement, as if, she was striving for something to, anything, something to um make it look like Summer was around there closer to the time that law enforcement was called. And that's what some people believed. But she got busted out on that one and actually ended up deleting it. That picture's no, she ended up deleting that picture as well.
pretty close, you know.
But that wasn't taken from that day. That was actually a picture
Well,
that had been taken prior.
I remember you posting the boys or the one with the boys uniform or the like the motorcycle outfit or whatever. I remember you posting that, but I didn't remember seeing Summer at the corner. But
Yeah,
I didn't pay attention to the date either.
and that's when it looked like the one of the boys were going to be riding a dirt bike,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, that was. See, what happened is Can had different Facebooks, and um she posted that up. um yes, she did post that up, but someone went and looked and found out that that was a indeed an old photo she had previously taken at some other time. It was not from that day, so therefore she got busted, and that got turned into TBI as well. You know, that little stunt she pulled there was definitely turned into TBI, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm. So I
Well,
don't know.
I was making that aware because it's awful funny she deleted it. Why, you didn't want it to get closer or what, Candace? And where's this crime scene, Candace, that you keep talking about?
Hmm.
Because you seem to be the only one that mentioned crime scene. Where's it at, Candace? In fact, Don, I got something for you too. I got something for Mr. Don. Remember that Halloween picture, Don, where you're walking with Summer? Remember this? Oh, she tires my arm out. She
Ex-
twists me. Come on, Don. Do you not
Exactly.
love her anymore? Did the love run, Don? Where's Summer? Both of you. It's Thanksgiving. Come on, where's Summer? Bring her forward. We'll pay to have her put to rest. Come on, Don. Candace, stop playing games. You're all playing the games.
Hold
Stop.
on. Hold on a second, Pam. PG. Does your church have a catalog of children for adoption? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Um, no. No way, form, or how. No.
Seventh day
Um,
Advantage does.
I tell you, if our church, well, for one, the church that I belong to. Now I go to different churches. I just want to let people know. I visit up at different churches. But the particular church that I stay with, I'm in. Um I tell you about the congregation in the church that I belong to. The way, and I was raised as well. So, you know, I'm very affiliated with the church I go to. Very affiliated. And I will let you know right now that if indeed um someone came to our church with, say, a young girl with children sitting on her lap, and she's having a hard time. We know she's a single mom, and so forth and so on. um Nobody at that church tries to take anyone's children. What we will do is pitch in. All the women of the church will pitch in, and make sure the kids have clothing, make sure that she has what she needs. We will carry boxes of food um, to her. We offer to help come and do any type of cleaning. We open our doors to babysit if she needs a babysitter, or any type of help. We're a phone call away. We are a phone call away, but we do everything we can to keep families together, not split them up, not destroy them. So no, absolutely not. um that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. When someone has a child, that child belongs to them, as long as that's their gift from God. And as long as they're respecting that gift, respecting it and not abusing it or hurting it or doing anything bad to it, we will reach out and do all we can to help in any way we can to keep the family together, to keep it bonded. I think that's what people are supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. We all know what it's like to struggle. I think we've all, I think we've all had our pantries getting pretty bare. I think we've all, wondered if we're going to make it through, till the next payday. Um, you know, where is something going to come from? I believe we've all been there. We have all been there, at one time or another. Let us be single, let us be married. It happens to everybody. Everybody struggles at some point in their lives, and that's why, and we struggle because God wants us to be thankful in the future. He wants us to know how to be thankful when we're not struggling. So, with that being said, you know, let us reach out and give the help that we wanted in our darkest hours as well. That's what we're supposed to do. So, no, there's no catalog, there's no book, there's no, absolutely not. Nope. Um, I I heard that I did hear something about the church that Don and Candace Wells are affiliated with. Um, allegedly, um, has something to do with, you know, has something to do with something like that. Um, I heard that, they do affiliate themselves with, adoption. I think that should be illegal. I mean, if they are doing something like that, I believe it should be illegal because we have, we America America has a system, right? It's called Child Protective Services. America has a system that, takes in children and, and it's overseen and operated, everything's overseen and operated by the government, the states, um, trickling on down to that particular agency. And here's my take on all of that. My take on all of this is, um, I don't personally like the system that we have, right? I don't care for the system we have in in this country right now. Um, I don't like the system that we have today. I do not like the way our system operates, as in placing children into people's homes, right? Um, while while the parents are trying to get their lives together or doing what they need to do to get their children back. I do not like I do not like that. I think that, I think that it's safer, and I think it's better to have orphanages. I think I my speaking for myself, this is my opinion. I think it's better to put children into an orphanage and instead of other people's homes, because what happens is you got these people. Child protective services will remove someone's children, right, and they'll place them in a foster care, a foster home is what they call them. So they'll place these kids in a foster home. Well, these foster parents, want to keep the kids. They want to keep the kids, from from newborn up until they're like 10, 11, 12 years old. And then they want to, as soon as they, the child starts to become a problem, the teenage years or whatever, at whatever point, if the kid starts to become a problem at 7 or 8 years old, 10, 11, 12, 14, now this foster home wants child protective services to move this child out of their home. We can't deal with it. We can't handle it. Um, okay, we want this kid moved out of the house now. Well, you know what? You raised this kid. You raised this kid, and now you want to abandon it, right? You raised it. You got all of that money, all them years that the kid wasn't really any trouble, and now you want to abandon this child. Okay, nobody else is going to want it because now it's too old. It's too old and no one wants to take in a problem, right? What you did is you kept these children from actually getting real homes while they were still young and able to have a forever home. That's what is being screwed up by foster care. Just saying. Now, if they had orphanages, then people could, people who really want kids could go there and take these children in. And they could take them in at young ages and they could raise them as their own. And these children would have, better lives and be loved and cared about, um, like kids deserve to be. That's what I'm saying. But we definitely have a broken system. Yes, we've got a very broken system. That's for sure. And I also don't like the fact that law enforcement, they have to wear the camera, right? They have to wear the camera when they go knock on somebody's door, they go in someone's home, they're cameraed up. Well, child protective services should also have to be cameraed up as well. Anytime they come and knock on a door, what I'm saying is this way you would know if their report, if what they're putting on paper aligns with what they're actually seeing and saying and doing, right? I think they should be cameraed up as well. I really do. Um,
Exactly. The system.
and right, and if the camera is showing something different than what they're putting on paper, then they should lose their job. They should be fired. But there should always be video. There should always be video. When Child Protective Services went up on 110 Ben Hill Road, there should have been video of what the caseworker was seeing, what she was saying. You know, that should have all been documented on video, just like um, everything else is.
That's just like the little Groves case. That little boy, the caseworker walked up there or went in there, but she didn't touch. The woman was holding the baby that wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. The mom, but she wasn't supposed to be there. But then she turned around. The caseworker didn't touch the baby at all to see if the baby was even breathing or if
Right,
it was cold or what. And she
right.
sat there and she let that go. She left, and then the baby ended up disappearing in a well. Come on, really?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And then you got that one, the stepmothers do not want to take care, basically, of any kids that's not theirs.
Right. You got that
And,
right, Brooke.
like
God is upset. God is upset. Um,
Candus had 7 kids, birthed 7 of them, and ain't got none of them. Why? Well, it's beyond the point. But they want to sit around and they want to laugh at us, all YouTuber. Anybody wants to put Summer's name out there, they want to sit back, laugh at us, and act like we're the bad guy when you guys are the one that did it in the first place. So where's Summer? Where's Summer? You tell us. And all the hate would stop and everything else. Quit giving them money. Quit coddling the whales. That's what people need to do. But they want to sit and back them up, back them up, back them up. For what? They didn't back Summer up. Thanksgiving's going to be here. Christmas going to be here. What does she get? Nothing. Because Candus and Don has made sure of that. And Grandis, if anybody, them three people, them three adults, you cannot tell me, okay, in my opinion, before everybody blows at us, in my opinion, everybody on that hill knew exactly what happened this summer. Like Don, when he's talking to Brian Eaton down there at the end of the hill, I don't know what all they did. But he didn't want Candus to go at the bottom of the hill to talk. And then when he beating on the refrigerator, I don't know what she did. Where's she and they? Why you talking about your daughter in past tense, Don and Candus? We're not talking about her in past tense. We're talking about her right now, what we see. And this is ridiculous. The way you want your daughter. You said you loved your daughter. You said you loved her. Show her the love. But no, I bet you can't even do that anymore because you've got to have all the money. You got to have everything you deserve. You don't deserve nothing. You three adults on that hill was supposed to protect every one of them kids, and you didn't do it.
They failed. That's true.
Make yourself feel wonderful. Because I'll tell you what, Don, Candus, and Grandis, there's one sympathy you won't have, and that's mine. Because I give you none.
I heard that, girl. I heard that. On Lake Superior says children in orphanages will not be in a nurturing environment and will have attachment disorder. And you think they don't have that in foster homes where they actually are not treated like part of the family in 99.9% of cases? You think that, a lot of these foster homes actually send these kids to their room so they can have family time with their own family. They don't treat these children like their family. They even if they have their own children in that home, their children are treated much different from the foster kids are. These foster kids get moved to another place, and the foster home keeps all of their clothes, they get to take nothing with them most of the time except the clothes on their backs. So you really want to tell me that it's a nurturing environment where this is going on, and then when they're once they can't handle the kid anymore, or they feel the money isn't worth it, the kid ends up in another place, and you don't think that is attachment disorder? Who are these kids really ever going to be able to get attached to? At least in an orphanage, they have the same people they see every day taking care of them. Even if it is workers, they see the same workers, they get to know these workers. They actually they also get attached to one another. These children who are all going through the same thing get to hold one another's hands and console one another. And when they're into foster cares like that, they can't hold each other's hands because they're all spread it out in different places. They don't even know each other. So I think that probably I don't agree. I don't agree. I think that these children attachment disorder is being in a foster care where you ain't going to ever feel like part of a family, and you're going to be put out as soon as they feel that you're a little bit of a problem and not worth the money anymore, or they don't want to, for some reason their lifestyle's changed, or they decide to move to another location, and you get transferred because you can't leave that particular state. You get transferred to a new home constantly, where you just don't ever feel that you fit it in. So I think that's attachment disorder. What I'm saying
Well,
is,
the thing about it,
an orphanage, these kids get to bond together. They get to bond with the workers and all the people that's there, the caretakers that's constantly there with them. And they got a better chance of people coming in and taking them home, and raising them and lifelong, giving them a real life, forever, because they want a child, and they're willing to go the extra mile to have a child. That means
yeah,
to love it, to raise it, and to give it everything, throughout childhood and into adulthood. And it's a real family bond. Like a
yeah, but
lot of kids,
some places don't have orphanage anymore. All they got is the system to work with that we got.
they what they did is they pretty much have shut down all the orphanages, and started putting these kids into all of these foster homes. And these foster homes are not what people believe they are. These foster homes, um ain't as great. For every one child that gets a beautiful person that really cares and loves them, and nine you know 90, the other 99 don't. I'm bringing you up, beautiful sunflower.
You know, I don't think we have orphanages here in Indiana
Hold on,
anymore.
Pam. Beautiful sunflower, if you want to close the camera, I'll bring you up. Beautiful sunflower, is that you coming up on panel? It's beautiful sunflower trying to come up on panel. If you want to close camera, I'll bring you up.
Oh, beautiful sunflower said no, it's not her.
No, it's some dude. It's some.
No, it's not her. It is not me. Beautiful sunflower just said.
Yeah, I can tell.
No, don't do it.
Hey, dude, I just took a bunch of pictures of you, beautiful sunflower that's trying to come up on panel. I just got pictures of your face. I'm right now getting your IP address. Why are you posing as someone else? Don't you know that you're not allowed to try to take someone? That's identity theft. That's identity theft. There.
The thing about it that we got to do is we got to keep, and that a lot of people have stopped. I mean, not everybody. I'm not saying, there's a lot, but we got to keep the focus on the whales. We got to push the whales to tell what they know. The only
Right.
way we're going to do that, and push them, push what came out of their mouth. This is the stuff that's coming out of their mouth. That's like, when Candus said, if I go out in the woods and I find a crime, I find her, I'd have to scoop her up and I'd mess up a crime scene. That came out of Candus's mouth, not my mouth. Don't hate the sender, because, Candus, this stuff that they say, pick up about four of the red flags that really stick with you. Oh, well, I'll tell you in 2 days what she told Ernie. Oh, I'll tell you in 2 days what all happened. Well, the 2 days never got here. Why don't you tell us all what happened, Candus?
Right.
Not just Ernie, tell us all. Tell law enforcement, at least. what really happened. You don't even have to tell us. Go to law enforcement, but I know you won't do that.
Right. Exactly.
Remember, remember, Candace, you're afraid of the coyotes, the snakes, and the bears. You don't walk nowhere. And I bet you Candace don't walk to the mailbox. I bet you she drives a truck down there.
Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Lions and tigers and bears.
Hey, don't leave the snakes out now. She's scared of the snakes.
Yeah, I bet she is.
And preacher and preacher Don. No, they can't give a. Oh, and they got new rings. Did anybody? Has everybody seen that picture? They got new rings.
Seven
They're
kids.
now remarried,
Seven
whatever they want
kids.
to call themselves.
7 kids and she ain't got none. She ain't afraid of no snakes. Right? She ain't afraid of no snakes.
No, she'd be afraid of snakes. She'd be afraid of Don.
You're right. Hey,
Everybody
beautiful
see that
sunflower. God
picture?
bless.
Everybody see that picture of their new rings they got? The new rings? Yeah. They trying to fall in love.
Hey, they're falling in love. How's that working out for them? All right.
I don't know. On Friday before they did the Christmas tree thing, she was wishing she wasn't married. Then she was touching his butt on Saturday when the Christmas tree happened thing. And it's hard telling what's happened by now. I mean, are they still in love? Oh, they got rings. Oh, and it was Don's birthday too. I bet you they went out for the biggest dinner. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's furnishing? Who's furnishing Don and Candace Thanksgiving dinner? Not me.
I bet it was. I thought it was matching necklaces. That's what one way said. I thought it
No,
was.
the necklaces was supposed to have the the ashes in them. Remember?
Right. Right.
Them were supposed to have the ashes in them. Hey, Don, tell us, was there really ashes in them necklaces?
We don't know.
Tell us, Don. Daddy Don. Hey, Candace, you like that dollar store? Because you can't go to Walmart? Because you were going to blow it up? Well, if you wouldn't blow up the Walmart, you could get in Walmart, but now you can't get in Walmart. So now you have to go to the dollar store and buy your pizzas. Oh no, you guys have more. Oh, Candace, remember that roast you cooked? We want to see the crock pot. Bet you didn't wash your hands either. Remember that one girl saying that she laid beside you? Or no, she was beside you at the Christmas tree event and you smelled? She smelled you all the way wherever she would sit standing. Come on, Candace. I told you come up here and I'll buy you a new hoodie. But you wouldn't do that either. Because you don't want to talk. You don't want to ask the good questions. No, they want to play patty cake. I wouldn't play patty cake. Let's not play patty cake. It's not about you. It's not about Dawn. It's not about anybody else. It's about Summer. That's who it's about. Dawn and Candace. Ain't about your best friend, Day Day. It's about Summer, Moon, Utah, Wells. If you see something, say something. Call 1-800 TBI Find. Don't call Candace and Dawn because they won't give them the message. Because Candace don't like to talk to law enforcement. Come on, Candace. I'm sick. I'm sick of you guys sitting out here backing us, sitting out here laughing at us when we the only one in this army here, PG's army, that comes out here and puts your daughter out there but you can't do nothing. You didn't do nothing the first 2 years. Now you want to act like you want to be super mom and super dad.
That's
Now
true.
let's do it.
That's
Why?
true.
Because you're being led to do it. You know, there's
Um,
some things you have to do without being led. Oh, I forgot your words, blurb.
here's hold on, Pam. Here's what I'm trying to say about the orphanage. If there were still orphanages in every state, I think children would have a better opportunity of getting a real family at a very young age, and actually being, you know, bonded with people, instead of transferred. um you know I could tell you a million stories, right, about um foster homes. I could tell you a million stories where children, just not too long back, right? um a girl that went to high school with another girl, they knew each other. One had got degrees and became something big in life, and the other one ended up having kids, right?
Oh,
Well, she had two beautiful little girls, and she thought this other girl was her friend, which this girl was not ever her friend. Matter of fact, the girl didn't like her at all. And the way the girl felt she could get, even with that dislike, would be take her children in and abuse them. She did. Actually, only one of the children made it out of there, still alive. So, this is your foster care, right? I've known other children that have been put into those places and locked in rooms. Well, the family has their family time. I know children that have been in those places, and the parents have give the caseworker stuff for their children, and when indeed the children are returned, the foster parents keep all of what the parents had gave the children. They did not return nothing. The children got returned, but none of the things that were supposed to come with the children. I also know that a lot of foster cares, that when people take children in, the foster parents get what they call vouchers for clothing and shoes and so forth and so on. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of them buy stuff for their children, for their grandchildren, and they do not spend it all on the children that it is for. So, if you think these foster places are a great thing, hey, turn a blind eye, and and live with that. Live with that. I mean, I want to think everything's sunshine and roses too, but you know what? Um, the
yep.
you know
But a lot of
the
it,
I have to say I'm sorry, but the field that I'm in does not allow me to turn a blind eye, um, away
yeah, but it's
from away
also,
from the pure evilness that is in this world.
you
It
got
does
to think
not
of it
allow me.
too. The system, oh, they want to keep them in there so many months so the parents can get their stuff
Well,
together and then return them. Well, that
you know,
don't.
here's the thing, Pam. We all, you know, what I'm saying is the majority of the world, wants to think the best, or not think at all about what these children are going through in this world. They want to think that, well, okay, we're paying taxes and we're paying for child protective services to be doing their job, and and we trust in the system to do what's best. If they take someone's kids, oh, they deserve that. You know, um, this, that, and one thing and another. You got to been a bad parent, for them to came in and actually, on the contrary, you're wrong. Usually, um, usually, Child Protective Services is more capable of taking children that don't need to be taken than they are of taking children that do, whether you want to believe this or not. Most of the time, children that come from cleaner homes and are being well taken care of, and the parents do have money to be able to, go to court, fight the system, um, and do all the things that needs to be done. What I'm saying is there is more people losing their kids over stupid shit, over dumb things, than actually children really needing to be took. What I'm saying is Child Protective Services walks in a dirty, disgusting place that they don't even want to be at, that they think they're going to have to strip off in their backyard and hose down before they can go in their house. Yeah, believe it or not, there's some that say they do this. They say they actually strip off before they will even go into their house, from being in some places. And oh no, girl, I ain't taking those kids. Who's going to take them in? Who's going to take them in? So a lot of times the kids needing to be took ain't, and kids that don't need to be took do. That's
Oh
all I'm
yeah, you
saying.
see that. You see that in every. I
That's
mean, look at the
what
look
I'm
at the
saying.
church.
Child Protective Services did not want to take the Wells kids any way, form, or how. They went up there. They knew what that place looked like. They knew everything about that place. They've been up there numerous times, and they did not want to take them. They did not want to take the scabies and the lice and you know they're like, oh no, you know, they turned a blind eye and they got out of there. They got out of there. I'm telling you. And they did not want to ever take them. They took them because they were forced to take them because of this case. Once Summer came up missing, they were forced to take the kids. But I'm going to tell you what, them kids wouldn't have ever been took if Summer would not have came up missing. Absolutely not. Those kids would have still been in that freaking hellhole, living the way they were living and continuing to live like that. God knows how long, I guess, till they were grown. Before they could get, those kids would have had to got themselves out of there because nobody else was going to. So, what I'm trying to say is our system is broken. Our system does need fixed. And
Agree.
and
I'm not.
caseworkers do need to be cambered up just like law enforcement. They need to be cambered up even more so than law enforcement because these people are dealing with children. And I think that there should be recordings of of what these caseworkers are doing. I think it's important to have a camera on you when you go and visit up with children. We need to know what you are seeing, what you are saying, what you are doing as a caseworker, right?
Yeah, that's like people. Okay, people in their houses. If you bring a babysitter in, hide you a camera so you know exactly what that babysitter's doing. Because you could go back to that camera when you get home and you could see what happened that day. If that kid, you know, it's a lot of, it's a lot if you set up your house. My house is set up with three cameras. I mean, cameras and the camera on the inside. You can't do nothing in my living room that my phone don't know. I mean, it's just you got to do that nowadays. It ain't
I mean,
about what we need to do, but summer it's gonna be somebody to break them wells, and them wells ain't gonna break unless people get on them and quit giving them money, quit coddling them, acting like they're doing everything good, and they ain't done nothing. They ain't went to rehab. Don got out of jail. I ain't seen her talk to my kids in 14 months. You didn't talk to them when you was at Dr. Phil. Oh, I picked the wrong set of friends, Candus says. Then she started saying, "Oh, let's go with this cornbread mafia bull. Let's go with that. They'll believe us then." And then she don't have to talk. Just like all these people that go out. Don spent more, he said, "Oh, I spent $100 on groceries every night." No, that was for Candace's alcohol and your drugs.
Um, I do. I have looked into. I have researched the orphanages in China and in many different countries. Um, so I am updated a little bit in that particular area. So with that being said, um,
Thank
with
you, Carrie Hall.
absolutely, I appreciate that, Carrie. God bless. Um, Hi, beautiful PG. Seriously, Summer
Sorry.
deserves so much more than all the
I
lies
want
that
everybody
have
to
been
feel
told.
happy.
Summer deserves the truth. Summer deserves to be found so she can rest in peace if she's no longer with us. Amen. Absolutely. I 150% agree with you. God bless. You know, what I'm saying is, I agree to disagree. We'll all, nobody in this world is always going to be on the same page. Absolutely not. We all have our different feelings about, um, how the system works in this country, and that's okay. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm not. What I'm trying to say is, you've got a lot of children. You've got a lot of children. Matter of fact, true story. There was a young girl and actually her husband, and I guess he you know he is having a hard time getting work, one thing and another. They already had a child. This child, had a disability, and she had um gotten the family way again, and was having another child that she thought about hold on one second, please. um but anyway, she was in the family way, and she thought about giving the child up for adoption, but she decided, not to. She decided not to. Well, the parents were pretty influ. The person that she thought about giving the child to was, pretty well to do, and got a lawyer and everything. Anyway, long story short, yeah, they, even though there was a contract that that she could back out anytime she wanted to, they still came in and they still forced, took her child away from her, and took her child away from her. Let these people was going to adopt it, um, get back on the list for this, to take this young lady's baby, but her and her husband fought enough, but they wouldn't give it back to her. They gave back the disabled child to her and her husband, but they adopted out the other baby, not to the people that, the well-to-do that got them in court and everything, but they did adopt it out somewhere else. And that just goes to show you, she had a right to back out anytime, but because they couldn't afford lawyers, and because they were poor, and they wasn't able to fight the system, or did they have, you know the knowledge of law, how law works and everything, they ended up, they ended up losing their child. So, you know, that is the kind of stuff that goes on out here in this world. That's the kind of things that actually go on out here in the world.
And you
Um,
know what they and you know what they say about, it's not how much money you got, it's not how poor you got. You could be the poorest person on the world and not lose none of your kids. I mean, it's
Absolutely,
about how much money you got and how much money you don't have. But
it
it shouldn't matter about that. I
it
can be
doesn't it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. I'm going to tell you. Um, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to sum it up.
exactly.
I'm going to sum it up in one word. One word. Um, if if you don't want to, there's one word that keeps CPS off your back. It's called clean. Clean up your act. Clean up your home. Clean up your car. Clean up your yard, your land. Clean. Keep everything clean. If you have, if everything's clean, including your act, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You ain't got nothing to worry about. Whether you're rich, poor, or in between, the word's clean. Um,
I mean, I love,
Steph, hey
that's
Steph,
like
I'm
the
bringing
little
you up.
Joe, that's like the little Joe Clyde.
Do
He's
you want to
never
close
been
the
found.
camera?
His body has never been found, and then you got all these kids, the West boys.
Stop.
Then
Um,
you got
Sorry.
hey Pam, we got someone else on panel.
oh,
What's
okay,
up?
I'm sorry.
Hey, PG.
Hey, what's up, girl?
Hey, I sent you a thing on your Facebook. I sent you a message on Messenger. I wasn't real sure how that works, but I did send you a message on Messenger. It's kind of off topic what you guys are talking about, and I'm sorry for jumping in so late. For
Oh,
some
it's
reason,
okay.
I don't get notifications on my iPad at night. But anyway, someone in the chat last night was talking about the butterfly being a symbol of trafficking. So I got to thinking about that today and I got real curious. So I Googled that and I sent you a message on Messenger, and it's about different symbols that pedophiles and traffickers use. One is for if they prefer boys, one is if they prefer little boys. The butterfly is for girls, and then there's a heart inside a heart.
Right.
And I thought that was very interesting. And I actually have a channel called True Crime Housewife, but I've not done anything on it. But I'm really considering doing something about that. And so I was, if I ever get to going, I might ask you if you might want to come up and discuss that kind of stuff with me.
Yeah. You know, absolutely. I truly, I'm a full believer in. There's enough room. There's enough room in this community, for people who are truly for the victims. If you're truly for the victims, man, I am truly for you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there's one lady that's something else, and I know I'm totally off topic, but I thought that was very interesting, and I thought it would be very beneficial and very
Um,
informative for the true crime community to know what these symbols are and
so forth
different
are.
words they use.
Absolutely, and they, uh, it the reason I don't really get in deep with all of that is because you would have to you would have to you know go into what they call the dark web, and
Right.
explore, actually show people and explore how this chain of reaction truly happens. And I think, well, for one, you couldn't show it because it's so graphic. Um,
Right.
it's so graphic. What happens, what goes on in that dark world. But the thing is, yes, have I researched it? Do I know quite a bit about it? Absolutely. But and what people don't understand is there is a you could go actually you could go to New York City, or you could go to California. You could go, I mean, practically just about any state, anywhere, to what they call fashion shows, runway shows, right? Well,
Right.
believe it or not, some of those beautiful, beautiful girls that you see modeling this or modeling that, um, they actually are doing it for free because they actually have been taken in, and they have been threatened, right, that
Right.
they're going to happen to their family and so forth and so on, so they go along with whatever they're told to do. And even though there's lots of people around them and they have an opportunity to scream out for help, they won't, because they realize what a big organization it is. And
Mm-hmm.
and that if you did, law enforcement would not be able to protect you. And so it's people don't know how dark this stuff gets.
Yeah,
They
I know it's a worldwide, very people in prominent places. And I don't want to go to the dark web. I don't want to see that. But
No, I ain't going there.
I think parents, seeing the different symbols or knowing the different words that these
the symbols
sickos use
the
to get their
symbols
kids.
see the symbols are used a lot of the times. These symbols are used by the parents that are trying to the parents who are trying to traffic and
Exactly.
and
That's what I
and
thought because they were talking about the butterfly. The butterfly is a symbol that this child has been groomed and ready to be sold for sex. And the
and
first thing I was
we
like,
can't
that
we
is
can't
so
we can't we
sickening.
can't say we can't say those kind of things
I'm sorry.
on here. It's all right. We can't say those kind of things. um yeah, so yes, it's a touchy a very touchy topic. And I I don't know. I
when you
mean,
when you talk about that, you're gonna have to, if you talk about the
I
symbols and stuff, you're gonna have
when
to watch the YouTube, the YouTube rules,
Yeah.
because then you got to come into that too.
Yes.
absolutely,
Well,
absolutely. I
they
mean,
don't want us to talk about it. That's the problem.
um, well, because it's such a touchy topic with many, many, many people. What I'm saying is that's basically what I've been saying for a long time. You know, we got to be willing to face. We got to be willing to face the worst and hope for the best in order to help these missing children and so forth. What I'm saying is, when Ronnie went up on the hill, the mistake he made is he didn't want to let his mind go into the deepest, darkest thoughts. And he did,
Exactly.
because if he would have thought of the worst and hoped for the best, what he would have done is considered it a crime scene immediately until he found out it wasn't. Now, people get angry, oh, innocent till proven guilty. No. I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be a crime scene until we find out it isn't, because we don't want no mistakes made. We do
Right.
not want no mistakes made, in all of this. If it ends up being a crime scene, by God, I will be glad I treated it like one from the get before shit is messed up and evidence is destroyed.
Well, I know I wake up every day hoping that there's an update, and I think a little Summer every day, and it just
And she is a prime example of a case called, you know, Summer needed someone to be seeing the worst and hoping for the best in order to help her, because if they would have handled it that way, I don't think we'd be sitting here now.
probably not.
So, we can't afford to mess up, and that's why I say that, we as law abiding citizens out here in this world, we need to have the utmost respect for our law enforcement who what? I mean, shows up when you need them most. They show up when you need them most, and we have to respect that, and we have to let them do their job. And what I'm saying is, um what I'm trying to say is, when you call law enforcement and they come, you think you heard something in your house or this or that. And I'm sure, a lot of people here has called law enforcement saying, oh, I seen someone in my backyard, or I heard someone knocking at my door and I can't see them now. I'm worried. Or you said, come home and you thought you heard something somewhere else in the house. So you call and you want the house checked before you can feel safe being in it. Put a one in the chat if you've done that before, because I know practically all people do it. And what I'm trying to say is, okay, they show up, don't they? They show up and they walk through your home, and you know what? Maybe they didn't find someone, but if someone would have been there, would you wanted them attacking you instead of law enforcement? What I'm saying is, if they would have came down the stairs or out of a back room or whatever with some weird looking person in their hands, taking them out of there, you'd have heard, bam, and here they have to bring someone to take someone that was, waiting inside your home for you. Ain't you going to be awful glad that law enforcement was there instead of, because what they could have done is just hung up on you. Oh, we got a bad connection. Click. I don't speak in no English. Click. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to show up, but they do. They do. They can make excuses why not to get there, but they get there. And they do all of these things for these people to make sure you're safe all the time. And you got to trust them. Quit, we got to quit turning on law enforcement. Because what I'm trying to say is these officers put their lives on the line every day. They do not deal with upstanding law abiding citizens. They deal with criminals. They deal with criminals, and criminals are hard to deal with.
Yes, they are.
So, but a lot of people, they, turn on law enforcement back when, when they're actually doing their job.
Butterfly
Yeah.
kisses, we love you. Don't think your butterfly's any different. We love you.
So, and what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of women sitting out there in this world, and men too, that have been attacked by criminals, right? Men have been attacked for no reason by criminals, and their wallets took, and some of them don't even make it out, right? Make it out of it. There's plenty of families out there that have to say, hey, my uncle or my dad or my brother or someone was attacked by criminals, and was unalived, right? Was unalived by him. And here this person that's unalived was a good, upright, upstanding citizen, law fearing, God fearing citizen. Well, they're gone. Why? because of criminals. There's a lot of women who are sitting there that these criminals have violated, right? They
Oh,
have violated. They have come in on these women. They have done awful things to these women, said ugly things to these women, took these women's pocketbooks, you know, it really been violated by criminals. And, and then law enforcement, ends up getting caught on camera. They get caught on camera, right? Um, uh, Putting a person down the way they need to and doing what they need to, apprehend this criminal. And people want to say, oh, that's so wrong. That's terrible. That's, not right. But you know what? Why don't you ask those people that they committed those crimes against what they thought about it all? What they thought about it all. I mean, if this criminal would have violated you like that, would you really been against law enforcement when they did what they needed to do to apprehend the person? Um, I don't think so. I don't think so.
am I
I
still in there, PG?
huh?
Am I still in there?
Yeah, you're still here.
Okay, well, I hit a button and it changed screens on me, so I thought, well, did I just abandon everybody?
No, no. When I bring people up, I have to put up a regular screen to see who it is, and then I sometimes forget to take it down, and that's why you can't see you. But I took it down now, so you can see you.
But I mean, in every situation, there's something like that. That's like, you got to teach your kids to not, you know, you know, stranger danger. Don't talk to strangers, and it's just how you can't. That's like everybody said. Like my dad used to say, there is no Easter bunny.
And there you
Let
go.
the chicken lay the eggs. I mean,
Right,
it's just
right.
you got to teach them what it is. But some of these criminals that you're talking about, they go too far with it. They want to,
I'm
you
gonna
know,
tell you, all criminals go too far with it, Pam. All
Exactly.
criminals
Yeah.
go too far with it. I'm gonna tell you something. I have been around a lot of criminal minds. Trust and believe. I have been. Oh, honey, you don't even want to know. But what I'm trying to say is, um, I have learned real fast that there is no limitations to what these people will do. And I do mean no limitations to what they will do.
Especially if drugs are involved, because you get high or a kite on
Um,
crack or whatever, you don't even know what you're doing half the time.
these people don't only, they don't only get into substance abuse, but they also, as you said, they will go and kick in doors and put people down. They will, and if there's any females in the house, they'll isolate them to a room and take advantage of them and do things to them. Sometimes half the people in the house don't even make it out. So, these are hardcore people that, that most of the world knows nothing about, you know, but they're there, and and you could fall victim to them any any
Any,
any
yeah,
second. I mean, all it takes is you being at the wrong place at the right time
that's
for
right.
them to target you and take advantage of you. Do you think that you're safe because you think they're going around and just doing this to people they know? Absolutely not. These are people on parking lots waiting, waiting, for an opportunity. Um, they can walk past. These are people that walk past your vehicle, see something they want. When you come out, it will be gone. trust and believe that,
That's
regardless of what
why
they have
I
to do.
that's why my trust issues are so bad because I trust no one.
I don't either,
Absolutely.
ma'am.
And I'm going to tell you, women, let me tell you a little bit about this criminal community. And the women are no freaking more trustworthy than men. Matter of fact, I know a lot of chicks that are way ruthless than some men that I know.
Uh,
So,
I
you
agree
know,
with that. I've met a few of them myself.
absolutely.
I,
I
I
mean,
don't even like to hang around drunk,
but
so
you
I'm
know,
good.
in this world today, the best thing I could say to people is what the Bible says: be as wise as a serpent, but do not be a serpent. Be as wise as the serpent. It's not saying be one. It says be as wise as one. What it means is you had better, you had better be willing. You had better be willing to go on the same level to save yourself, or you will not be saved. Um,
But you know what,
know
PG?
know what you're dealing with, so you can. God gave you a suit of armor. I say wear it.
But you
Know
know
what you're
what?
dealing with, because
The
and
thing
and,
about it,
and
the
be
way that
brave
I
enough.
look at it is when you're walking somewhere and okay, say the person pulled out a rifle,
Right.
you can't run from a bullet. I mean, you just can't.
Um,
So if it's your time to go, God's gonna take you when it's your time.
Sam, you know what? You can't run from that. But you know what? Um, you could have had exactly what they had. I mean, you could have a permit. You can have a permit where permits are needed to carry. You can, in a lot of places you don't even need. It's
No, you don't need one here in Indiana anymore.
you do
Yeah,
not.
that's where I'm at. I'm in Indiana, and I can tell you our house is very well protected. And
You know.
Oh, I'm
I
not
have a
saying
German
I'm
Shepherd
not
that'll let
saying there
you
ain't
know.
any in my house. Come to
It
my
just,
house, try to get,
you
like
know.
Candus
Here's
has
the
got that
thing.
song.
Here's the thing. It doesn't do you no good. It doesn't do you no good to have anything if you are not willing to use it. If you
Oh,
are
I'm
not
willing to
brave
use it,
enough,
but
if
you
you are
gotta
not
pass
brave
all my
enough
cameras, all
to
of
do
my
what it
fence
takes,
before
you
you
know.
end up, and then my dogs is gonna hear my fence and then click. That's it. You gotta decide if you're gonna walk through that door. I got time because by the time you hit my cameras, I've already got you on my phone. You're done. You're good as go. Come to my house and you won't leave but in a body bag.
Here's
That's how it is. That's how it is here,
Shit.
Pam. And I've got a 5-year-old German Shepherd that can hear a gnat fart 10 miles away.
I got
hey
four
Pam.
dogs in my house. Good luck.
Hey Pam, you started to sound like Candace there for a minute. Come to my house.
Well,
Right?
yeah, you
Oh
come to my
no.
house. You come to my house. I got 5 guns up in here.
Oh
Come to
shit.
my house. We'll see.
That's my biggest fear. I'm very leery of weapons. I'm afraid of them because you should be afraid of them, but my biggest fear of owning and being able to carry is the fear that I may have to use it someday, and that's not something that you want to do, but it's something that you may have to do at some point. And
Oh,
that
don't
is
think I ain't got
scary.
no spray around here either.
All right, I'm gonna tell you something. I
I
am
got
not.
spray and
I am.
everything. Come on.
I am no way, form, or how afraid of any type of weapons. I am not no way, form, or how afraid to use them. I am not no way, form, or how afraid of anything. God gave me a suit of armor. He made me to not fear. He did not give me a spirit of fear, but a spirit of courage and strength and wisdom and all the things needed to do what's needed when you got to do it. Let me tell you, a lot more people survive when they fight than they do if they don't. If you
That's
don't,
true.
if you succumb to these people, I'm going to tell you what. At least I would want to go out of this life knowing that I did everything in my power and wasn't a coward. Because I
Exactly.
don't think, the Bible plainly states a coward is not going to get into the kingdom of heaven. A coward will not get into the kingdom of heaven. It says that. People better read it. I'm going to tell you
What
what.
makes you weaker
I
will
ain't
make you
cowering down to
stronger.
nothing. I ain't cowering down to nothing. I'm going to tell you. So what? So what? Somebody, you go out of this world. You're going to a better one. So why do you care? Why do you care? What is this life? What is this life right here anyway? What is it? I tell you what it is. It is a place that you're just passing through so you can get to the next one. So why you
Yeah,
fight
but
so
what
hard?
makes you weak?
Why you fight so hard? Why do you fight so hard to why are you fighting so hard every day to live, to live, worried about living, you know, what I'm saying is people worry about more about dying and they actually don't even get to live. They don't know what living is because everybody worries about, you know, we're always worried about stupid things that more than likely won't ever happen. So, what I'm
I
saying is,
bet you
and,
I'm
and
going to
you
Black
forget,
Friday this Friday.
I don't worry about those things. I'll tell you what should be scaring people is living an unlived life. That's what should be scaring people. Is living an unlived life.
And
Not
you know
opening
what?
the doors, not opening your windows, not enjoying all the things that God gave you on this earth. He gave you all of these things to enjoy. And I personally believe that if you live the way God wants you to, you don't have to worry anyway
You
because
don't have to be afraid.
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm not afraid of anything. I've got seizures. I've had them for over 20 years.
I'm
I
gonna
ain't
tell you
afraid of doing anything. If I go out there and mow the yard, shovel the walk, whatever, if I make snow angels, hey, I'm making you an angel out in your yard. That's just the way I look at it. Because I got seizures, but I don't look at it as being, I can't do nothing. No, I'm picking myself up. I got a back issue right now, but it ain't going to stop me from going to Menards on Black Friday. I
I'm
made
gonna
it to
tell you,
9 years.
you got you got a lot of people in this world. You got a lot of people in this world. There is nothing makes me angrier. Nothing makes me angrier than I'm watching a movie, right? You're watching a movie and you see an opportunity like the person that the predator trips and is in a vulnerable state and this person, instead of taking advantage of that vulnerable state to do what needs to be done, they just like freezing up, right? And stalling and whatever. Man, you ain't got time for that. You got to be on it, right? You see that opportunity, you better jump on it because you know what? If you don't, you probably ain't going to get a second opportunity. And in those
You know,
movies, most of the time they don't, right?
PG, we had this one girl. I don't know what she was on, what she was doing. She'd go round down the road early in the morning saying, I'm going to kill me. I'm going to do some things to some men. And it's like, oh, Lord, there she goes. I put my Mr. Bones out there, a skull out there on my fence. I ain't never seen her since. Now she hangs out at the alleys because she won't come down here because she said it ain't safe down there. Well, it wasn't safe when you were down there either. But I put that Bones out there and I ain't never seen her for 5 years now.
Oh shoot. I've been a fighter my whole life. I've had to fight for everything I have, and but I've had a good life, and I have a really good life now. So.
I've
But
seen her
there
with
ain't
the
nothing
gun
going
out
on in
here
my neighborhood. I wish
or a
somebody
knife.
would come down the road and look at skulls.
Hey, that's what
You
I'm
got,
sorry. I'm not
Pam's got
evil.
rattle. Pam's got
I'm not.
rattling bones going on.
There's nothing evil in my house, but I like skulls. That's just me.
I got rattling bows, but they're my own.
But I won't show you. I won't show you my other ones in a chair. Cause boy, if I show them, I'd know I have the whole cop enforcement coming to my house. I'm good with that. I know YouTube. I'll have all the law enforcement coming to my house. Oh Lord, nope. I can't show all mine, but I bet you I got one in every room. In fact, I just bought my man a guitar. He plays a guitar, and I just went out to Walmart and bought him a girlfriend. I bought him a girlfriend.
Oh my goodness. I love this channel.
I love my bones. Not real ones. I love the plastic ones.
Uh-oh. That
No,
sounds
the plastic.
personal, Pam.
Oh no, I'm not into all that. I just like my skulls because
Oh.
it makes everybody stay away from you. And you know what? Not even the Jehovah Witness will come down here. They stay away or walk on the other side of the road.
Oh, shoot.
If you want to keep a boogeyman away, put a skull out there. That'll keep the boogeyman away. Keep laughing, PG. We love this channel. We got to come up with the laugh. Because we know the whales are laughing too. But they're the ones missing the daughter that they won't tell us where she is.
Oh, shoot.
They better tell where she is before they get life in prison without parole. While we're all sitting there waiting. Hi, bye, Candus. Put some handcuffs on them. Not the color they want either. You don't get to pick the color. Make sure they get some Roman noodles. That's it. They don't get no roast, no pizza, no nothing. They get Roman noodles.
Hey, 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 Pam.
What? Hey, bologna sandwich and a Pepsi.
Oh, shit.
Don't kick me off, PG.
I, oh, shit. I gotta get.
I love it when PG laughs.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I gotta get this on my head. Oh, shit. Mm. Oh, shit. Oh, God, help me.
Gotta help you. He's helped me every day.
Oh, shit. Pam, I gotta get
Don't
over
give me
your.
the steel toe boot, PG.
I gotta get over your bone story.
Well, you want me to tell the witch? Hey, how many didn't hear my witch story? My witch. How many? Why don't witches wear underwear? So they can get a better grip to the broom.
Oh shit. Oh God.
Why don't they? What do you call Day Day's cow that don't give milk? A milk dud.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'm sorry. Where'd she go? Get
I
up, whore. I'm
I
sorry.
think I think she fell off panel laughing, Pam.
I'm sorry.
I think she fell off the panel laughing. That's what I
I'm
think.
sorry.
Oh God. Right. We done. We. I thought I was gonna fall off laughing too. All right.
Somebody said turn Pam loose on Don and Candus.
Oh, shit. I'm trying to pull myself together, you guys. I really am. Every time you guys don't know. You don't know.
See, I got a shirt that says I got your back, and it's a skull holding a backbone. I wore it to the back doctor, and they wanted my shirt.
Yeah, I went to shirt.
They said everybody in their office ought to have one.
Shit. Oh God. Let me tell you. I can't stop laughing. I
I
got.
love you, PG. I love everybody in chat.
Hey, girl, I love you too. You're funny, Pam. You're definitely funny. that is that's hilarious. Okay. I don't even know what we were talking about, y'all. I don't even
We're
know.
talking about Candace and Dawn.
My mind went. I don't. It's still in left field somewhere. My mind is out there in left field. I'm trying to come back.
Somebody said they want to know about my lamp. Yeah, I got a lamp that's got a skull on it.
Oh God.
Beth Ann said it's creepy. She don't like it.
Yeah.
Hey, has everybody heard about them skull? I mean, them straw covers. They cover your straw so the bugs don't get them. They make them. Cause I got some skull ones over there.
new new security system, plastic skull. All right.
I'm gonna find me a 12-foot one and put him out there by my door so he can guard my house.
Shit. Hey, have you seen the one they have a Halloween is like freaking huge. It's like the biggest skeleton I ever seen. It's
Yeah,
like
it's a
really
12-foot one probably.
it is huge. All right. It's crazy.
I got a blow up one in there.
I hope they take that down. Right. I hope they take that down after Halloween because that's going
Shoot,
to
I don't take none of my down. They stay up all year long.
that's definitely going. There goes there goes the
I
value
got
of
a
the
I got
value
a
of the
snake on
community,
my
right?
fence. I got a dog on my fence. I got a unicorn on my fence, and it's all bones.
Oh God.
You'll never miss my house. Just look for the bones. Because there's nobody in this block that has any bones but
You
me.
want? Could you imagine trying to sell your house next door to Pam? It's like-
By the house next door.
Oh, yeah. Right? You couldn't give it away. People like, oh hell no. you see them, you see them pull up and drive off.
How much you want for that house? You got bones next door.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. That's
And the
funny.
thing about it, mine's down for Christmas. They're up for Christmas, Halloween. It ain't no special day. They're up just every day of the week.
I'd be like, haven't you all heard about the new security system?
Yeah, my bones.
And the neighbors got one. Don't be alarmed. The neighbors got one. Oh shit.
It keeps people away.
That it would. That it
You
would.
know what? They just hang out there and nobody touches them.
Oh shit.
And I even put solar lights underneath them so they glare so everybody sees mine when they walk or drive by. That's me.
Shit. People probably dance past your house, Pam, rattling me
They
bones.
probably go so fast past my house.
I'd be doing a dance past. I'd be doing a dance past Pam's house. Rattle me bones, rattle me bones.
Hey, I got one out there that I just put up this year, and it's got a sign. He's a sign, and he says, "Hey, boo," and he's waving at the neighbor across the street.
Pam's house, you stop and do the skeleton dance.
Exactly. There you go. You don't need a Halloween thing. Just come to my house. I got some out there that I got some solar lights that the eyes change colors. I even got a skull helmet for the Harley.
Hey, listen, Pam. I gotta give up this bone talking. I got, I gotta focus on what we came in here for tonight.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna bring up some content, girl. For real.
I'll bring it up. Bring it up.
Hold on, hold on.
Oh, you're bringing up Ronnie Lawson.
It's pretty crazy. Yeah, you don't sound good. Me and my wife's been going through a lot. Are the kids okay? They're fine. They're fine. The rumor is that they were taken out of the home. Were they taken from you guys? Yeah.
Now what you're about to hear is Dawn. This is Dawn. You're about to hear that the kids weren't taken just because of, oh, take the kids. We don't think they're safe here. No. You'll hear him admit to this.
They? Oh, no. Yeah. Yesterday? A couple days ago. I'm so sorry. Right now, with everybody attacking us and all this stuff going on, right now, it's probably better for them. Was it for their safety? Like, from that? No, there's more to it than that. But.
Oh, see? Was it for their safety?
Maybe the house?
Is it for their safety? Oh, no, there was more shit than that, he said. Of course, yeah. You're right, Dawn. Absolutely right. You're right. No, there was a lot more shit than that. And the biggest shit was that you got and Candus could not clear yourselves with law enforcement. That was the big shit. That's why the boys ain't coming back until you can clear yourself with with law enforcement on your own daughter's missing case. You ain't getting the boys back.
They had to take and put a wall up there for the bathroom and a door.
The 6-month plan wasn't just to clean that house up or clean their act up as in substance and alcohol abuse. No. The 6-month plan was get with law enforcement, work with law enforcement, and get yourselves cleared. They knew they couldn't do that. And that's why they just continued to party, mainly the reason that you've seen them partying all the time and everything. They wanted you to see them. That's why they came out here drinking and coming out here all slurred up and everything, it's due to the fact that they wanted you to believe this is why they're not getting the kids back. No, this is actually why they're not getting clean, is because they cannot get themselves cleared with law enforcement upon Summer's missing case. They're
Amen.
number one freaking suspects in the eyes of law enforcement. And that's the main. I mean, they might as well go ahead and continue to party, because if they can't clear themselves with law enforcement, the kids can't come back, because they're suspects in a missing child's case. And anytime you're a suspect in a missing child's case, especially your own child, you're not getting any other kids, because you're considered a danger to them. You're considered a danger to them as well, because nobody knows. Nobody knows if you're innocent or not. So therefore they can't take the risk, and that another child might end up coming up gone and hear the same BS again. So it ain't going to happen until you are cleared. You're not going to have the kids returned. That's
And
just
you know
what
what,
it is.
PG?
And Don
I
and
got a
Candace,
bone to pick with Dawn.
instead of Don and Candace, fighting to get cleared by law enforcement, they're actually fighting to keep away from law enforcement, right? I mean, you're supposed to be innocent, but yet you're not working and doing everything you need to be doing to get yourself cleared, so that you can, get your family back in order. Kind of
Exactly.
suspicious to me, you know, kind of suspicious to me, but we're going to go on and listen to some more of this one.
Uh-oh. Is it more in the case with what's these cops and everything, things, and everywhere we go, they take pictures of us, and it's on and on and on. It's just never ending. Yeah, I mean, they come to me and said I had somebody, they're posing. They said they had the inside scoop of TBI, and that they.
Now, listen to Don tell a lie. Someone posing or saying that they got an inside scoop with TBI. Listen what he says.
Knew that I sold my daughter for drugs, and I flipped out.
Now, he said on the interview, or not the interview, the behavior panel, right? The behavior panel. I often get Chris and them mixed up, but he was sitting on the behavioral panel, right? And he told them that, he was told that by TBI. He was told that by TBI. Here he's lying. Here he's not wanting to let this particular person know that indeed it was TBI that told him, right, that they felt he trafficked his child.
Yeah, but he also told them that he didn't know how to traffic kids. Yeah, he does.
I hate to say this, but he said that, that's the dumbest question he's ever been asked, because what would he say? Oh yeah. So that tells me that, what do you expect me to say? He's saying that, hey, or they really think I'm dumb enough to own up to it if I did it? Absolutely not. That's what he's saying.
I believe that stuff. I believed it.
And you believed that you trafficked your child on. You believed they told you did, so you believed it. How to make that make sense? Kids, you freaking please make that make sense. Go up on Day Day's panel and make that shit make sense. Because I really do not think that your mind is so gone that someone could tell you something and make you a believer out of it when for a fact you didn't do something. No one's going to make you a believer until you did. You ain't going to believe that shit, dude. You ain't going to believe that shit. If you believe that shit, then obviously you were believing what you done. What you were believing is, how did they find out? That's what you were believing. Sounds to like, that's what it sounds like to me. If I got to make sense out of what he just said, he's saying, he wonders how they found out. Where did that, where did that info come from? Well, probably someone that you've been allowing to do what, probably one of the people you trafficked.
Look at the way Grandis is looking at him like,
Yeah, exactly. That's where everybody needs to be looking at him.
You lying, Dawn.
That's
Look
what I'm
at her.
saying.
She's looking all evil at him.
This guy cannot make anything make sense.
Then I flipped out. I started drinking and everything else. That's why they took our kids. We had the cops come up there the other day. They wanted Candus to do another, whatever, lie test. But I told her, unless it's TBI, don't do it. Because they're just trying to hem you in on something. It's just crazy. I mean, she's at the end of her ropes,
Did you hear him? They want Candus to take another lie detector test. Let's go back, re-listen to that.
It's just never ending. Yeah, I mean, they come at me and said, I had somebody, they're posing, they said they had the inside scoop of TBI, and
No, Donald, it was TBI. It was TBI. You didn't want to lie to the behavioral panel because you know that they have a way of getting the information. So you can't really lie to them. But, you did lie to this particular person here. When you knew that it wasn't a poser or anything, it was actually TBI that told you that.
They knew that I sold my daughter for drugs, and I flipped out.
Yeah, I bet you did flip out. He was like, okay, who the hell? Who is the rat? Because you would think nobody would rat about it, right? Nobody wants to confess that how they know you were doing it, right? They would have to be a buyer to know you're doing it. So you're wondering, oh goodness, how, who told?
I believed that stuff. I believed it. Then I flipped out. I started drinking and everything else. That's why they took our kids. We had the cops come up there the other day. They wanted Candus.
Your drinking is not why they took the kids. They took the kids because you could not be cleared by law enforcement. That's why they took the kids. They tried to give you guys the benefit of the doubt and found out that they couldn't. And when they couldn't, the kids had to be taken.
Do another, whatever, lie test, but I told her, unless it's TB.
Oh, they wanted Candus to take another lie test. They wanted her to take another lie test. And she refused. Well, why would they want another one if you all passed the other ones? Why would they want another one if you really passed the other ones? See, this is what I'm telling you. They didn't pass.
I don't do it because they're just trying to hem you in on something. It's just crazy. I mean, she's at the end of her ropes, She ain't got a friend, one.
This is crazy. She's at the end of her rope. She ain't got a friend, one. I believe that. I truly believe that. That she ain't got a friend, one, because she doesn't know how to be a friend, for one. But I believe also she ain't got a friend, one, because 99.9% of humans out here don't want to be friends with someone that's the number one suspect in their child's missing case. Most people out here don't want to be friends with someone that doesn't want to cooperate with law enforcement and give the timeline, like a real parent would do. Most people out here don't want to be friends with someone that doesn't do nothing but play effing games, and literally sits there and said, "This ain't about her. This ain't about her," meaning their missing daughter. Most people don't want to be friends with someone that says, "Oh, I hate to say this, but I'm going to have to set my missing daughter to the side to worry about my boys, who everyone knows where they're at." You know, and you don't know where your daughter is. Your daughter needs your help the most, but you're going to set your daughter aside for your boys that you know exactly are okay and where they are. Okay, make that make sense. Make that make sense,
Yeah,
right?
and when they go around saying, like now they're wanting to act like this super mom and super dad, but 2 years ago they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. Now
Absolutely
they got to
not.
be led.
And I'm going to tell you, these two right here that you're looking at, like Don said, ain't got no friends. They know that they have no friends. All they have is a bunch of people at their back trying to get the information to run to TBI and break this case wide open. That's what they got, and they know it. But they're going to try to allocate and use those people up to get as much support out of them as they can while they can. And that's what they
Yep.
do. That's what they do. They use people up to get as much, as much support out of other people. Candace knew when she went into Daisy's chat with all of these people following Daisy that she was going to be able to take that chat to the cleaner in the name of Daisy. Daisy is one of those people that that thinks she's got something in her pocket that will give her click likes and views, just like Benny, just like Cher, just like other creators, that's out there, some of them. Um, you know, they think that, they got something in their pocket that will get them some click likes and views. And basically, Don and Candace knows that they can utilize this person now. Look, bitches, I'm on your channel, and all you want is to click likes and views. I'm willing to give that to you, but you're going to use these people to give me something as well. Okay, Candace got $460, right? Candace gets all kinds of gifts and stuff. Candace gets to, meet up with these people, and they give her t-shirts, and they buy her food, and slip her some money in her pocket. Of course, a lot of them, are sending her gifts. A lot of them are sending her, gift cards. She's getting all kinds of things. She's uh, basically what's happening is the whales are using Day Day, and Day Day is basically using the whales, but and her chat to please and appease the whales. Cam and Allie did the same thing when they went up there on the hill. Donald said, if they are not a plus, they will be a minus, meaning you will be rolled off the hill. When they came up there, he told me, sissy, these mother effers, if they don't turn out to be profitable, they're out of here. I said, I heard that. I heard that. And he's like, you know it. I said, I know it. But I'm going to tell you something. They turned out to be profitable. They used their chat. To get all kinds of materials. They went up there, and actually helped fix the house. They were being profitable, right? And then Grandis had come down. Dawn went into jail, and Grandis, needed something done, and they wasn't getting up there to do it. And her and Candace got pissed off, right? And said, we just don't want you up here no more. We don't, we put up with you coming up here, nosing around, recording all of our land, recording things that, we allowed you to record. And we've let you sit in our house, and we've let you, ask questions and so forth, knowing the whole time what you're up to, and knowing at some point that you're going to turn on us. And you don't show up when, you don't. What Candace and Grandis and Donald, what you don't understand is they do not respect, they expect you to do everything for them, right? In order to have them around you, so that people will give you the click, likes, and views. And I'm
Yep.
going to tell you, that's a hard price to pay. That's a hard price to pay, if you ask me. I mean, these people are for sale. Day Day is for sale. I don't know if most people's heard the song, but I'm not for sale. I am not for sale. I'm sorry to tell you, absolutely not. I am not for sale. But Day Day is, those people are for sale. They. It's like you sold your soul. You sold your soul to this evilness, right? For some click, likes, and views. I will be damned. I will
Remember when Don said, I'll sell
I
my
sit there
soul or
and do
whatever
something like
for Summer?
that. He said, "What?"
Remember when he said I'd sell my soul to get Summer back or whatever however he said it?
Um, yeah, I probably did.
Something like that. I don't know if it was like what he said, but he said something about the soul. And then he tried to blame it on everybody like it was everybody else's fault. It's not theirs. Well, you know what? That one girl right there on the screen, Candus and Grandis, was the last two. But
You
that's if
know,
Dom wasn't home. But we know Dom was home sometime that day. So they all three know where Summer is. They need to all three talk. Or
Donald,
they're going to spend life in prison without parole. Cause
Donald and Candace both. Donald and Candace both think that they've got some people's sympathy. They think they got some people's sympathy. If you ask me, no, they ain't really got anyone's sympathy. No one's.
I ain't
No.
got mine.
But I tell you this: the thing is, they really have no one's sympathy at all. I truly believe that they know it. But Donald feels that he can play on that. Um, I think you got my daughter, to try to throw people off, right? To try to. I mean, he did it to Chris. He did it to his sisters. He did it to the lab. Yeah, I mean, he does it to everybody, right? He does it to everybody. He did it to Cher. I think you got my daughter. Where is she? He plays this act to try to, because he knows that, Dom Wells is smart enough to know, if you plant a seed in someone's mind, right? You plant the seed, whether it grows or not, he don't care about it growing. He just cares about planting it long enough, to get the focus off himself. Even if it only lasts just for a few minutes, he wants to get the focus off of himself for that few minutes. And this is the game he plays, right? This is what he does. And it's disgusting. And anyone that's been here from day one is not going to, right away they're going to be like, oh fuck, look at this bastard doing again, right? Look what he's doing again. Bullshit, right? Bullshit. But some people might allow him to gaslight or smoke screen them. I don't know. I mean, it obviously, It obviously ain't that hard to gaslight and smokescreen people, because I'll tell you why. They sure got a ton of money rolling in, and that's all the hell they cared about. They did not care about finding their missing daughter at all. Why? Why did they not care about finding their missing daughter? Because their daughter was not missing. They know exactly what they have done, in my opinion. This is my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I truly believe that, these fucks right here, I personally, my thought is, you know, they trafficked their daughter. They knew exactly what happened to her because they're the ones that did it. And that's why they haven't ever worried about trying to find her or anything else. All they're out for now is their self. That they're only out for themselves. That's it. They don't give a fuck about anything else. If their daughter was truly missing, if their daughter was truly missing, oh, I'm going to tell you what, Dom Wells would have been a powerhouse. This motherfucker would have been a powerhouse. And I mean, if someone really had took his child, oh my God, it would not have been good at all. I mean, he'd have been everywhere. He would have been like, you would have heard him at the top of the roof. Um, it would have been, trust me, it'd have been a whole different ball game, honey. It'd have been a whole different ball game. Trust and believe that. Absolutely.
Like Candus said, I want to get a tattoo, but I don't know what I want it to say
Well,
for summer.
I can make some suggestions, but I don't think Candus would like it. Right? I don't think she would like it.
And then she said she's
That's for
making them all scrapbooks and she's going to make them everything. Puts the tree, hangs the dress on the tree.
right.
Look that up. Make it. These people can't make nothing make sense. Oh, let's get our timeline together. It's not matching up with the law enforcement.
I'm going to tell you something. For the average person out here, that that had a missing child, for the average people out here, no one would have to worry about buying a tree, because they would be the ones footing it all to get it done. All they'd want you to do is be there and show support. You know, um, they would have been working with everyone and anyone that wanted to be there to look and help and research and do whatever needed to be done to find a child. They would have been utmost and grateful. They would have had no problem sharing the timeline. Candace knew the timeline and had no problem sharing it from uh, 7, 8 o'clock that morning till 2:30. She had no problem sharing that timeline all the way down to that video was taken, right? I should know because I was the one driving, Candace said. But after 2:30, she got, all of a sudden she got fog brain, right? She got a big fog brain. She can't remember a damn thing. She can't remember nothing. She can remember everything that went on for 6 or 7 hours earlier that day, step by step. But all of a sudden she can't remember what happened in 4 hours. 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30. 4 hours, folks. She gets fog brain. But earlier that morning, it was, from 8 to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 7.5 hours. She could give you detail for detail, step for step, right? Oh, took mom to the hospital, and then I got, a phone call from Hunter after I texted him. She left that part out. I got a phone call from Hunter, went to Hunter's house, picked him up, and then we went back and got Mom, and then we went to the smoke shop, and then went another smoke shop, and then we went to drop off the prescriptions. All right. Then we went to Warriors Park. Then we went to Sonic's. Then we went to back to get the prescription. Then we went to the grocery store. You know, I should know because I was driving, she said. Right? Okay. Great job. There you go. Great job, Candy. Good
The
job.
boy, when they got home, she forgot everything.
Let's talk about 2:30 to 3:30, 3:30 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5:30, and 5:30 to 6. Let's talk about that. Let's see if you're as smart as we all think you are. I mean, how can you remember everything in the morning, but now you remember nothing for 4 hours? Did your brain go on a 4-hour vacation? Your brain went on a 4-hour vacation when your daughter came up missing, right?
Yeah, she just got
gone. Your daughter comes up missing, your freaking brain is on vacation.
Yeah,
that
she just got gone.
That sounds a little suspicious to me, don't you think, Pam?
Yeah, remember when you get a lot of people saying, "Oh, Dawn even said, I ain't never seen a knee brace. I don't know what kind of knee brace." And then you get her 2 years later saying, "Oh, I fed her a hot dog." And then you get her, then you get all the other, you get them saying, she's saying, "Oh, well, I went and planted flowers." What flowers?
Right, weeds. Exactly.
And then you say, "Oh, but Summer went in and got a piece of candy."
I'm going to tell you exactly what happened to those pots. I'll tell you right now what happened to them. One of them pots, these motherfuckers didn't even touch the big round pot. They took the little pot, the little cactus pot, grabbed as many weeds out of it as they could. Then they poured new rocks on top of it, right? They got some rocks, washed them up, poured them on top of that sucker. And they wanted to act like, okay, we'll say we'll say that we were planting these cactuses. And then they put Summer's toys, which looked like a grab. It looked to me like, them toys were left behind somewhere around Grandma's trailer. So they throw those in the pot, right? To kind of a pool of pity, right? Oh, well, her little toys were in there. So of course,
so she could be the patrol mom.
A reconfirm, right? A reconfirm. And this is a laugh for them because they know what the hell they did. They know what they done. But they're sucking these people into believing this bullshit. And then she comes in the house and first she washes her hands off the back of the damn truck, right? She can't wash your hands in a house or nothing. They have to wash your hands off the back of the truck. Well, I think that's because I could bet you 10 to 1 when law enforcement got up there, that ground wasn't completely dry. That ground was not good. They washed something up, but I'm going to tell you what, it wasn't Summer's hands for sure. It wasn't Summer's hands. And I tell you another thing. And then we went in the trailer and she gave her a piece of peppermint, which is her favorite. Bullshit, Grandma. I'm going to tell you something. Every kid likes candy canes, I'm sure, but they like a fucking Hershey bar a lot better. They like a Hershey bar a lot better, Granny. You ain't pulling no wool over our freaking eyes out here.
Why not give a piece of candy? She's going to go over there. Okay, Summer gets a piece of candy. Candus says, "Oh, she wants to go play with the boys." Well, send a piece with her to go give the boys.
Matter of fact, I got me some candy canes. I'm having me one now.
But why didn't she send candy over for the boys? That's where Summer was going. And I walked her all the way over to the door. That's like walking your kids to the backyard.
Why didn't they give, look, I'm going to tell you something. You know, my kids come running into the kitchen all the time, right? You got kids, you know what I'm talking about. They come right because they know that's where they're gonna find you. They come running into the kitchen, you know, and you're in there. And I tell you something about kids. It's like you open the cookie jar. As soon as you raise the lid up on that cookie jar, it seems like a kid comes out of nowhere, right? It's like they can smell those cookies wherever they're at in the house. They can they know you just took the lid off the cookie jar. Anyway, just to say, these are how my kids are. I promise you. I promise you. When I anytime I go into the kitchen, and I'm looking prowling around something sweet to grab, and I go into the pantry or go over and open the cookie jar. I promise you, a kid comes out of nowhere. What are you doing? Having a cookie? Yep. You want some? Sure. But I always hand them extras. Why? Because I know they're going to run back to the game room, and they're going to, where their siblings are. So you give them enough for everybody, right? Here's some extras for your brothers and your sister. That's what you say. And they run back with all of this stuff, right? And when you go back there, the plate's empty. All the cookies are gone. The plate's empty. So, with that being said, of course, if you give your granddaughter a piece of candy, you're going to give enough. If they're heading back over to the house, you're going to say, here is some pieces for your brothers, right? Here's some pieces for your brothers. No, some reason Granny didn't give none for the brothers. She just gave some to Summer.
And you know what? She would go in there and say, look what I got. Look what I got.
Um,
She'd brag at the boys because she got a piece of candy and they didn't.
hey
That's
Pam,
what kids do.
that's mean. I don't think Summer would do that. I really don't. I
No,
don't.
no, I'm just saying, some kids would.
Um,
I don't know about Summer, but I mean,
you was that
better
kind.
have it gone before she got home.
You was that kind of kid, wasn't you, Pam?
Huh?
You was that kind of kid.
What?
When you got a piece of candy, you tell everybody, "I got a piece of candy. I got a piece of candy."
No, I told my brother to go back where on the tricycle.
I told you. I knew when Pam said it, she was that kind of kid.
I mean, some kids do. I mean, they just. I mean, I put a dog. When I get up in the morning and let my dogs out, I'll put a bowl of food out and put it in the dish. Here they all go, all four of them, right to the
I'm
dish.
going to tell you what, Pam. I had a brother like that. You are right, because I had a brother like that. I promise you. He would go to the store. He would run to the store and he would get some candy. And when he got home, he wouldn't give me none. He would not. He wanted to show it, right? He waved it all around, because he wanted you to know he had all of this candy. Pour it out on the table, right? Pour it out on the table, and wouldn't give you a piece of it. I mean, yeah, and yeah.
I mean,
I
but
tell
you
you,
got to
I,
think, poor little Summer.
I
Poor
used
little
to,
Summer didn't get much to eat to begin with. Look at her. She
yeah.
went from looking real good, looking like she had some, meat on her bones, and then to where she ended up being real skinny, 40 pounds. Well, I want to know if Candus has lost any. Probably not. I want to know who's making them dinner for Thursday. Where are they going for Thanksgiving?
Um,
They coming to my
um,
house.
from what I heard, they have been invited. They have, I think they've been invited up to Day Days. From what I'm hearing, They've been
Well, there'll be a
invited.
big old meal
Or
up
not
there.
Day.
Oh,
I'm
did I
sorry.
say
I'm
that out
sorry.
loud?
I'm sorry. Not Day Days. Jinkies. They've been invited to Jinkies' house. They've been invited to. They've been invited to Jinkies. They've been invited to. This is just what I'm hearing. I don't know. I can't say it's true. Allegedly. Allegedly. They
Well, they ain't
supposedly
coming to my house.
have been invited to Jinkies. They also was invited to someone else's house that's been up there hanging around. Anyway, they've been invited to like 3 or 4 different people's homes for Thanksgiving dinner. That is true. That
You
is
better
true.
watch Dawn. He don't steal your panties.
Yeah, that's the truth.
I'd be watching my panty drawer lock it up.
I heard that, girl.
Shit, he might get some extra panties.
Yeah, you know he's got them if he leaves with his hand in his pocket because the law said that he don't like to let go of them once he gets them. That's what I heard.
I wouldn't invite him in my house. I'm afraid he's going to steal my panties. But I don't wear panties. I wear boxers.
Oh God, too much info.
Well, I'm just saying. Well,
Right?
according to Andrew today, he had to get dressed. He didn't have none on.
Listen, let's finish this out.
We're in church. We have a few friends, and even they question stuff. That's just ridiculous. Everybody's turning on both of us. Satan's trying to tear our world apart, and he's had a high degree of success, but we're trying not to allow him to tear us apart anymore than he already has.
Oh my
Everything's
God.
pretty crazy. Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, they're trying to tear your world apart, buddy. I think you guys done that from birth. Come
You
on.
did that together.
Don's world's been torn apart ever since he got here, right?
Yeah, look at that mattress.
Hey, Donald. Can, listen. I hear Ronnie's looking for you. He wants you to come in so he can do this. All
You
right.
know why Don said he told her not to go? Because he don't want her to talk.
Ronnie said he needs you to come in, Can. He wants you to come in. He would like for you to answer some questions, and he wants you to answer them truthfully. And he's going to know if you're lying. He's going to know if you're lying. That machine beeps when you lie. Right. They got a new lie detectors test now. It beeps when you lie.
Better tell the truth, Candus there.
They should have one. They should have a lie detectors test. Someone really needs to create a lie detectors test where it zaps you if you lie. You get zapped. That would be fun. Right?
Oh,
Zap.
Candus would like that. Remember what Benny said? Oh,
What?
I went up there, and the only way I could get Candus to smile is the taser.
Yeah, no, to let her tase him.
And
She
then he
wanted,
tased her back.
no, she was tasing him. He didn't tase her. She was tasing him. She
He
wouldn't
wouldn't
let
be
him.
messing with no taser, period.
But you know, everybody else tear their world apart. What about this, Candus and Dawn?
When Donnie and me and the kids and all were here, when Summer was here, see, I've protected Donnie a lot. When Donnie and me and the kids and all were here, when Summer was here, see, I've protected Donnie a lot.
Yeah, you sure did. You sure did, right, Candus? You sure did.
Oh, wow, bitch. Don't even go there. I did. Oh. I went and had your asshole, and I even protected your asshole. You didn't protect me? Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow, bitch. Don't even go there. I did. Oh. I went and had your asshole, and I even protected your asshole. You didn't protect me? Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, you guys been protecting each other. You've been protecting each other, right? Um, you know, you planned it, Don. That monster carried it out. This monster planned it. This monster carried it out. That's how it went down. They both monsters, right? They both monsters. That's just what it is. They're both monsters. I'm gonna tell you something. The real victim in all of this, right here, right there. That's the real victim, folks. Take a real good look. This is the real victim. This is the real victim that will not be having Thanksgiving. Hasn't had one in 3 years. Right here. Will not be seeing Christmas. Hasn't had one in 3 years.
Poor little Summer.
This is the victim right there. Absolutely. This beautiful, precious child is the victim. She's the victim.
And they could end it all. They can end all this hate and bicker and fighting if they would just come with the truth.
And you know, I want Summer found. I want her found. The only way this baby can celebrate anything and has been able to celebrate anything is in a picture. For 3 years, the only way she can have anything is in a picture. Because she's not out here with us. We have no idea where this child is. This child needs to be found. She needs to be brought home. If she is no longer with us, she needs to be laid to rest properly. And her brothers need to get closure. We need to get closure.
Exactly.
It is important to find this child. This child deserves to be found. Wherever she is, she deserves to be found. And I pray to God He allows her to be found in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. And if, you think, you know, Don kept saying, "Oh, I love her. I love my little girl. She wanted me for the first 18 months or whatever." But you can't even give her 18 months of telling the truth? You lie.
Look what make me laugh too said. Make me laugh too said the people the people at the dinner may lose their appetites if they get too close to Candus because I heard she smells like funky cold.
You may not want to. You may not want to eat at that table.
That's funny shit. I like that.
I don't know if I want my kids to be around them, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
You know what would have been smart, though, for them? Why was it at this Christmas tree they put other people's kids on the tree, right?
Right.
Why couldn't they send them other parents that they were using because they knew this was going to, happen before? Why couldn't they send them an invitation and say, "Hey, we're doing a tree at so and so. If you want to be there, then you can be there"? No, it was all about Candus. She got a blanket, and it's always about Candus.
Right.
And yeah, we're going to put these other kids on the tree, but, send them an invitation so they can show up.
I heard that.
So
I
the
heard
family
that.
can decide. If they don't wait till, "Oh, well, we can't travel that far," send them an invitation. But no, it was all about Candus. She showed her blanket with Summer. Well,
Right.
she couldn't fit in a blanket anyway.
All
It's
right.
always about
Okay.
Candus.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support for the channel. God bless. God bless.
So
I
it's
really
about
appreciate
Candus or
that.
Dawn. The
Right.
sickening. It's supposed to be about Summer.
Yep. That's absolutely positively true, Pam.
And
I
Dawn, I
agree.
got some bones to stick with you and speak with you with Candus and you and Candus.
Right.
I got
Right.
some bones to pick with you. Don't say I ain't got no bones, because I got plenty around here.
Amen. Hey,
I'm
listen,
joking.
Pam. I'm gonna end it for tonight.
Oh, we ended it. Hey, you got to do a meme.
You want a meme? You want a meme,
Ain't
Pam?
you got, ain't you got that, ain't you got that preacher guy?
I'm gonna I'm
That,
I'm gonna I'm gonna share I'm gonna share your favorite right. I'm gonna share your favorite right pimp with you. Here you go. There you go, Pam. There's your meme for tonight. All right.
it'd be
there,
mean for everybody else.
there is pimped up, pimped out Donnie. 1970 style. This is Donnie, 1970 style. All right. There you go.
He don't even look
Done.
good on a good day. Even
What?
on a bad day, he don't look good.
You wouldn't be one of his ladies?
Why'd they change their hair color? They both got the same hair color now.
I heard they
They
could
gonna
only
go for the pimping style?
afford one box of dye and they shared it. Right?
Yeah, it
That's
sure did all right. All right, I'll jump down.
all right, girl.
I gotta go pick my bones. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Rattle me bones. Rattle me
Love
bones.
you, PG.
I love you too, girl. God bless. Good night. Oh, shoot. Pam cracks me up. She really does. I don't even want to start thinking about them bones again. Right? that that new security system. Oh God. All right, you guys, listen. As every night. Yeah, we got in left field tonight. We got into left field tonight. I'm sorry about that, but we was able to pull it back, right? We was able to pull it back. That's what counts. But listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys being here. I just want to let everyone know how much you are appreciated for being here and supporting Summer, the true victim in all of this. I truly, truly appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you who truly are here for the right reasons. I know that a lot of times we've got people that come from other channels, come over here just to stir the pot or whatever, to sit in the bushes and to watch, to see everything going on so they can run back, and talk about it. Um, and that's okay. That's okay. Um, but everyone else that is truly in here for this missing little girl who loves her, wants her to be found and brought home and justice serves. God bless each and every one of you. You got a good heart. You got a beautiful, beautiful heart and soul. Don't ever let no one tell you you don't, because you do. You care. You care, and you care outside of your own. And it takes special people to be able to do that. You have to be a very kindling spirit to be able to actually care about others the way you all care about this little girl. So I want to let you know that it could it could mean nothing to you, but I want you to know how much I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And I truly believe that God will send you gifts from heaven for being such a kind, caring, loving person on the face of this earth. I want you to know that. And every night before I leave out of here, I always ask that you pray for this baby. I won't ever leave out of here without asking you to pray for Summer. Ever will I leave not asking. Each night I make sure that I ask you, when you clap your hands together tonight, you bow your head and you thank God for this day and you pray to Him for another day so you could be the word today. Please pray for Summer also. Please ask the Lord to bring this baby home. Ask for Him to bring this baby home. In the name of His Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. And pray for one another. There's so many people needing prayer. I seen in the chat tonight, some people actually sending some beautiful prayers, asking God to keep beautiful Sunflower in His grace and His presence and to watch over her. And that's super heart touching. It was beautiful to see such beautiful souls here in the chat. You guys are always so kind. You're not just kind to me, kind to Summer, but you are kind to one another. And that does not go without notice. It does not go without notice. Trust and believe that. You guys are awesome. Absolutely awesome. I just wanted to let you know how awesome you are. And I totally appreciate all of my mods in here. I know you guys do so much to keep this channel in order for Summer. And I super appreciate that. I absolutely do. So I don't want you to think that it goes unnoticed, because I do notice. I do. And if Summer was here, I'm telling you, if she was here, she'd want to hug each and every last one of your guys' necks. And I truly believe, this is my opinion, but I truly believe that God, Summer is with God. I believe that God has already took Summer. I believe that Summer has been in heaven for a while now. And I truly believe that she does and can look down here upon us. And I know that she knows each and every person that is truly for her and the ones that ain't. I sure would want to be one that is instead of one that ain't. I really would. Especially through the eyes of a child. I want that child to know I am here for all the right reasons. And I'm sad that she has to look down upon people who are supporting the number one suspects. I'm sorry about that. You know, I would love to have been able to support the parents as much as I'm supporting Summer. I would have loved to had innocent parents sitting up here supporting their daughter as much as we are supporting her. I wish that Summer's parents were people that deserve to be supported. That breaks your heart. It breaks your heart to see that they ain't the type of people that can be supported the way their daughter's being supported, right? It breaks your heart. And I'm sorry that, I'm sorry that it's them versing Summer. It should not have ever been like that. It should not ever be parents versing their own missing child. That is damn disgusting. That's disgusting. But you cannot support the Wells because they don't, if you support them, they do not want you to support Summer. You can't support Summer if you support them. Because you see, when the hearts go up in Day Day's chat, people get blocked. They get timed out. If they mention Summer, we love you, Summer, or Summer Strong, block. You can't even talk about her. I'm not supporting mother freakers that don't support their child. I'm going to tell you, Don and Candus, it is all about Summer. It is all about her. Can. I'm going to tell you what, you need to get over the fucking jealousy that you have all messed up in your heart, mind, in your stupid soul for your own child. Who the hell does that? I could understand, okay, you have jealousy for other women. That's sick enough. But when it comes to your own child, that is fucking disgusting. Disgusting. You were supposed to be protecting her, not freaking hating on her, not being jealous of her. That's your daughter, for God's sake. What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Something ain't right in her head. Something just isn't right in her head. And I'm going to tell you something. I support Summer Moon Utah Wells. I support the real victim in all of this. I support what them parents don't. Their missing daughter. And they can kiss the backside of PG's ass. And it'll be a cold day in hell before anyone blocks or times out someone in here for supporting Summer. A cold day in hell. Trust and believe that. These parents, how other people sit there and support them, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even care. I don't even care. That sins upon their heads, not ours. That kind of sins upon their head. And I'm going to tell you something. When you support people that are so evil that they don't want to support their own missing child, you got to be pretty damn evil too. You got to be pretty evil as well to support that shit. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say, folks. Listen, keep them prayers going up. Keep them going up, please. Because I got a feeling in this case right here, nobody's going to be able to solve this case but God Almighty. Nobody. There is so much messed up in all of this that it is going to take God to straighten it all out. It's going to take God to do what needs to be done. And I pray to God that He gets it all done. I really do. This has just been too long, too dragged on for me. And I truly believe that if God keeps hearing all of our prayers, He's going to move and He's going to get something done here. And He will be doing it soon. So keep those prayers going up. and have faith and know that God is going to answer. That's what I ask. Good night, everybody. God bless. Much love.